Stop for a second before you scroll away, before your mind drifts. Answer this honestly. Has being good actually protected you? Has kindness kept you safe? Has generosity ever guaranteed loyalty? Has honesty ever stopped betrayal? Or has it cost you more than you're willing to admit? Because there's a truth most people never confront. A truth so uncomfortable that society buries it beneath fairy tales and moral slogans. The truth is this: being good does not make you safe. In many cases, it makes you vulnerable. And if you've ever wondered why the kindest people are often the most exhausted, betrayed, overlooked, and quietly resentful, you're about to understand why. Centuries ago, one man saw this pattern clearly while everyone else refused to look. Niccolò Machiavelli. He watched good men fall from power. He saw generous leaders destroyed by the people they helped. He witnessed honesty turned into a weapon against those who practiced it. And instead of comforting lies, he wrote down the brutal mechanics of human behavior as it actually is. Today, you're going to learn Machiavelli's hidden truth about goodness, not the version taught in school, not the sanitized version people quote without understanding, but the psychological cost of goodness and how it quietly destroys those who practice it without strategy. By the end of this video, you'll understand why goodness signals weakness to predators, why people exploit kindness rather than respect it, why generosity creates entitlement, not loyalty, why appearing good matters more than being good, and how to transform goodness from a liability into power. This isn't about becoming evil. This is about survival. Because in a world full of wolves, being a sheep doesn't make you moral, it makes you prey. The first shocking truth: goodness is exposure. Think about the kindest person you know. Now answer this carefully. Are they truly respected? Or are they simply useful? Do people listen to them? Or do people only call them when they need something? Here's the uncomfortable reality. Goodness makes you predictable. When you're consistently kind, forgiving, generous, and agreeable, people don't see virtue. They see reliability without resistance. They learn something dangerous about you. You won't push back. You won't say no. You won't enforce consequences. And once people know that, they adjust their behavior accordingly. This is not cruelty. It's psychology. Humans unconsciously test boundaries the same way children do. Not because they're evil, but because boundaries define power. When you remove those boundaries in the name of goodness, you don't create safety. You create opportunity for exploitation. That's why the nicest person in the office is often the most overworked. The most generous friend is often the least appreciated. The most forgiving partner is often the most betrayed. Goodness without limits doesn't inspire respect. It invites pressure. Machiavelli understood this when he wrote that men are ungrateful, fickle, and driven by self-interest when survival or advantage is involved. He wasn't condemning humanity, he was describing it. And if you refuse to see people as they are, you will continue to be hurt by what they do. Drop this affirmation in the comments. I protect my boundaries. The second truth: kindness signals weakness before it signals virtue. Here's something society never teaches you. People don't evaluate your intentions. They evaluate your capacity to resist. Before anyone decides whether to respect you, exploit you, or fear you, they ask one unconscious question: what happens if I cross this person? If the answer is nothing, your goodness becomes irrelevant. This is why overly kind leaders lose authority. Why overly forgiving parents raise entitled children. Why overly agreeable employees are passed over for promotion. Not because goodness is bad, but because goodness without consequence is meaningless. Machiavelli warned that a ruler who relies solely on kindness will be destroyed by those who do not play by the same rules. Why? Because wolves do not respect sheep for being gentle. They respect lions for being dangerous, even when calm. If your goodness is not backed by strength, it is seen as weakness wearing a moral mask. Drop this affirmation. My kindness is backed by strength. The generosity trap. Now we move into one of the most dangerous psychological traps of all. Generosity. Most people believe that the more they give, the more they are valued. The opposite is usually true. Generosity creates diminishing returns. The first time you help someone, it feels meaningful. The second time, appreciated. The third time, expected. By the 10th time, your help is no longer a gift. It's an obligation. And the moment you stop giving, even once, you become the villain. This is not speculation. It's behavioral psychology. Humans adapt quickly to advantages. What once felt special becomes normal. What once felt generous becomes baseline. That's why always staying late makes leaving on time look lazy. Always paying makes splitting the bill feel unfair. Always helping makes boundaries feel like betrayal. Your generosity doesn't build gratitude. It builds dependency. And dependency eventually turns into resentment. Machiavelli understood this deeply when he warned that benefits must be distributed carefully, or they lose their power. Scarcity creates value. Abundance destroys it. Drop this affirmation. I give selectively. Why people exploit kindness. Let's remove emotion and look at mechanics. When someone realizes you are consistently kind, forgiving, and accommodating, they subconsciously assign you a role, not as a leader, not as a threat, but as a resource. Resources are not respected, they are consumed. This is why the nice guy is taken for granted. The reliable one is overburdened. The good soul is drained dry. People do not wake up planning to exploit you. They simply respond to incentives. And when there is no cost for taking from you, taking becomes natural. Machiavelli's fox and lion metaphor explains this perfectly. The fox understands traps. The lion inspires fear. If you are only kind, you are neither. Drop this affirmation. I am not predictable. The mask of virtue. Here's a truth that separates power from illusion. People don't care if you are good. They care if you appear good. Perception governs reality. This is why some of the most ruthless individuals in history were praised as moral leaders, while genuinely good people were ignored or destroyed. Machiavelli did not say morality was useless. He said appearing moral is more powerful than being moral. Why? Because humans judge what they can see, and they rarely see your intentions. This is why leaders smile publicly and decide privately. Power is exercised quietly, not loudly. Mercy is displayed selectively, not habitually. The mistake most people make is showing weakness publicly and strength privately. The strategic individual does the opposite. They show virtue when watched. They show steel when needed. Drop this affirmation: I control my image. The economics of goodness. Every act of goodness has a cost: time, energy, resources, focus. Good people rarely calculate this cost. They give until they are empty, and then wonder why they feel resentful. Unlimited giving leads to burnout. Burnout leads to bitterness. Bitterness poisons virtue. This is why the most effective helpers are those who say no often. Saying yes to everyone is saying no to yourself. And when you abandon yourself long enough, you eventually abandon everyone else too. Machiavelli warned that a leader who cannot command himself cannot command others. Control begins internally. Drop this affirmation: I protect my resources. Strategic goodness. Now we arrive at the turning point. This is where most people misunderstand Machiavelli. He was not advocating cruelty. He was advocating effectiveness. Strategic goodness means helping with intention, giving with limits, showing mercy without surrendering power. Instead of helping everyone a little, help the right people meaningfully. Instead of being kind universally, be loyal selectively. This transforms your goodness into leverage. Scarcity restores value. Boundaries restore respect. Strategy restores power. Drop this affirmation: my goodness has purpose. The illusion of gratitude. Gratitude fades. This is not cynicism. It's human nature. Repeated kindness becomes invisible, but a single refusal becomes unforgettable. People remember what you didn't do more than what you did. This is why those who help the most are often appreciated the least. Machiavelli understood that people judge what they see now, not what you did in the past. Your history of goodness does not protect you from present judgment. Drop this affirmation: I am not owned by expectations. Results over intentions. History does not remember good intentions. It remembers outcomes. Nice people avoid conflict. Effective people resolve it. Nice people preserve comfort. Effective people create change. Goodness without results is sentimentality. Goodness with results is leadership. Machiavelli's most misunderstood phrase, "The end justifies the means," was not a call for evil. It was a warning. Intentions mean nothing without impact. Drop this affirmation: I focus on results. Legacy and survival. Legacy requires survival. You cannot help others if you are destroyed. You cannot protect goodness if you are weak. Strength is not the enemy of virtue. Weakness is. Machiavelli understood that fear often outlasts love, but respect outlasts both. You do not need to choose between being good and being strong. But if forced to choose, strength must come first, because strength gives you the power to choose goodness. Drop this affirmation: I choose strategic goodness. Final truth. Goodness without strategy is a liability. Goodness with strategy is power. The world does not reward blind virtue. It rewards those who understand human nature. You now face a choice. Remain good in a way that weakens you, or become good in a way that protects you. Your goodness is not your weakness unless you refuse to master it. Drop this final affirmation in the comments. I master strategic